By the end of this video, you will know exactly which oil grade to choose for summer heat, why synthetic oil is not just marketing, and the one number on the oil datasheet that 90% of drivers completely ignore. Engine oil has to lubricate, cool, clean, seal, and protect parts that are moving thousands of times per minute. The hotter the engine gets, the harder that job becomes. The first thing heat attacks is viscosity, which means the oil's resistance to flow. Engine oil must be thin enough to flow quickly, but thick enough to hold moving metal surfaces apart. Kinematic viscosity, which means how fast oil flows under gravity, is measured in centistokes. Oil companies measure it at 40 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius to show how oil behaves as it warms up, but oil does not thin out equally. Some oils lose thickness quickly as temperature rises, others resist thinning better. That resistance is called the Viscosity Index, a number showing how stable the oil's viscosity remains as temperature changes. A higher viscosity index usually means the oil stays more consistent from cold start to full heat. Oil film breakdown means the protective layer becomes too thin to separate moving parts. That allows crankshaft journals, cam lobes, piston rings, and turbo bearings to touch surfaces they should never touch. Then comes oxidation. Oil reacts with oxygen, especially under heat, contamination, and metal particles. Above roughly 120 degrees Celsius, many conventional oils not designed for severe heat can age much faster, creating varnish and sludge. Turbo engines make this worse because oil near the turbo and hot galleries can see temperatures far higher than the sump sensor shows. Viscosity is like the cushion between two train wheels. Remove the cushion in extreme heat and you hear the screech. Now let's decode the bottle. When you see 5W30, 5W40, or 10W60, you are looking at a Society of Automotive Engineers multi-grade viscosity rating. Society of Automotive Engineers J300 is the engineering standard that defines engine oil viscosity grades. The W does not mean weight. The W means winter. 5W means the oil meets a cold start viscosity requirement at low temperature. It tells you how well the oil cranks and pumps when the engine is cold. A 5W oil flows better in cold start testing than a 10W oil. That matters because most engine wear is believed to happen before the engine has built full oil film protection. But in summer heat, your attention shifts to the second number. In 5W30, the 30 is the high temperature viscosity grade at 100 degrees Celsius. A 30 grade oil falls within a certain viscosity range at 100 degrees Celsius. A 40 grade oil is thicker. 5W30 means good cold start behavior from the 5W rating and Society of Automotive Engineers 30 grade thickness when hot. For many modern daily drivers, a high-quality 5W30 meeting the correct API, ACEA, or OEM approval is usually the right answer. 5W40 has the same cold start family but thicker operating temperature protection. If your climate regularly exceeds 35 degrees Celsius and you drive a turbocharged or performance engine, a 5W40 full synthetic is often a logical starting point where the OEM permits it. 10W60 is not better oil. It is a very thick hot-grade oil used in specific high-performance engines, track applications, or engines where the manufacturer explicitly requires it. Going too thick can create problems. More pumping drag, slower circulation during warm-up, reduced fuel economy, and poor hydraulic system behavior. Oil is not just a blanket, it is also a messenger. It has to reach bearings, turbo shafts, cam phases, hydraulic tensioners, and piston cooling jets quickly. Then comes HTHS viscosity, meaning high temperature, high shear viscosity, which means how thick oil remains at 150 degrees Celsius while being violently sheared between moving surfaces. It is tested around 150 degrees Celsius and 1 million reciprocal seconds, stimulating stress inside bearings and cam contacts. Synthetic oil is not magic, but it is not just marketing either. To understand why, we need to talk about base oils, the main oil fluid before the additive package is blended in. Group 1 and Group 2 oils are mineral base oils refined from crude oil. Group 3 oils are severely hydrocracked mineral oils, meaning crude-derived molecules are heavily processed to improve purity, viscosity index, and stability. Group 4 oils are PAO synthetics, meaning polyalpha-olefins, chemically built synthetic hydrocarbon molecules. Group 5 oils include esters and other specialty base oils. PAO and many ester-based synthetics perform well in heat because of molecular uniformity. The molecules are more consistent in shape and structure. Fewer unstable components generally means better oxidation resistance, lower volatility, and more predictable viscosity behavior. Volatility means the oil's tendency to evaporate under heat. Not every synthetic oil is the same. Not every conventional oil is bad. No oil brand is automatically superior because the label says synthetic. The specification matters, the approval matters, the datasheet matters. A synthetic 5W40 that does not meet your OEM approval may be worse for your engine than a properly approved 5W30. The additive package is the chemical system blended into the base oil to control wear, deposits, oxidation, foam, corrosion, and friction. ZDDP, meaning zinc dialkylethiophosphate, is a zinc and phosphorus anti-wear chemistry that reacts under heat and pressure to form a protective sacrificial film on metal surfaces. Sacrificial means it gives itself up first, so the metal does not. Additives are not infinite. Heat, soot, fuel dilution, water, and oxidation consume them. PISP oils were developed to improve protection against LSPI, timing chain wear, high temperature deposits, sludge, and varnish compared with older categories. ACEA categories add another layer. ACE, AA3B4 and C3 are often associated with higher HTHS viscosity, typically minimum 3.5 millipascal seconds, while some fuel economy categories use lower HTHS values and require engines designed for them. First, check the OEM specification. OEM specification means the oil standard required by the engine manufacturer. Look in the owner's manual, service manual, oil cap, or manufacturer maintenance guide. If it says AP ISP0W20, ACE AC50W20, BMW, Long Life, Volkswagen 50400, Mercedes 229.5, Dexos, or another approval, that approval is the engineering target. Never override it just because heavier oil feels safer. Second, if your climate is above 35 degrees Celsius, check whether your manual allows a thicker hot grade. Some manuals list different grades for different ambient temperatures. Some allow 5W30 or 5W40 depending on climate and use. If your engine is approved for both 5W30 and 5W40 and you drive in severe summer heat, mountains, towing, high-speed highway or turbo boost, the 5W40 full synthetic may offer more hot fill margin. But if your engine only permits a low viscosity oil with a specific approval, do not guess. Third, shorten oil change intervals in severe heat. Oil change interval means the distance or time between oil services. Heat accelerates oxidation. Lubricant chemistry often uses an Arrhenius-style rule of thumb. For many chemical reactions, every 10 degrees Celsius increase can roughly double the reaction rate. That does not mean every oil in every engine dies exactly twice as fast. It means heat is not gentle. Fourth, check oil level more often. High heat can increase oil consumption through volatility, ring blow-by, turbo seal stress, and crankcase ventilation. Check it on level ground, follow the manual, and do not overfill. Overfilling can aerate the oil, meaning the crankshaft whips air bubbles into it, and foamy oil cannot support bearings properly. Fifth, turbo engines need a calm shutdown after hard driving. Turbocharger heat soak means stored heat moving into the turbo bearing housing after shutdown. After a hard highway pull, mountain climb, towing, or spirited driving in summer, give it gentle driving or idle briefly, often around 1 to 2 minutes after heavy use, depending on the vehicle. Sixth, respect the oil pressure warning light. It is not a reminder. It is the final alarm before expensive damage. If it comes on, pull over safely and shut the engine down. HTHS viscosity is often ignored. It is usually not printed on the front of the bottle. You find it on the product datasheet. Search the oil name, the grade, and PDS or product datasheet. Look for HTHS viscosity at 150 degrees Celsius. HTHS means high temperature, high shear. It tells you how oil behaves when it is extremely hot and being violently worked between moving metal surfaces. For many high-load gasoline and diesel passenger applications, especially ACEA, A3B4 or C3 style oils, 3.5 millipascal seconds or higher is a common high HTHS target. Some performance OEM specifications may require around 3.8 millipascal seconds or higher. But some modern engines are built for lower HTHS oils to reduce friction and improve fuel economy. In those engines, the lower HTHS value is not a weakness. It is part of the design. Why do track day drivers sometimes choose 10W60 or 15W60 race oil? Because on track, oil temperature can climb far beyond normal road use. Long corners can uncover oil pickup in weak sump designs. Bearing loads rise, fuel dilution can happen. The engine may spend minutes at high RPM instead of seconds. A 10W60 or 15W60 race oil, where the 60 means very thick high temperature viscosity, can provide extra film strength in engines designed or built for that viscosity. But on the street, in the wrong engine, it can be overkill. A thick race oil in a daily driver can be like wearing racing slicks in cold rain. Impressive in the right environment, wrong tool in the wrong conditions. The oil you want is not the most extreme oil. It is the oil with the correct Society of Automotive Engineers grade, API or ACE, a category, OEM approval, and HTHS for your engine and your summer driving. Here is the whole video in 5 lines. First, heat thins oil, and if the oil film collapses, bearings lose their cushion. Second, the W in 5W30 means winter cold start behavior. The second number tells you the hot viscosity grade. Third, HTHS viscosity is the hidden hot weather number because it tests oil at 150 degrees Celsius under severe shear. Fourth, synthetic oil matters because high-quality synthetic formulations generally resist heat, oxidation, volatility and viscosity change better, but only when they meet the correct specification. Fifth, never choose oil by fear. Choose it by the owner's manual, the OEM approval, the climate, and how hard you drive. If your next oil change is coming up and you drive in summer heat, drop your car model, engine, mileage, and climate zone in the comments, and I'll tell you exactly what grade and specification to look for.